My home building campaign is getting to the point where I'm identifying the keywords that I will use for an alpha campaign. One even has 8 out of 31 clicks. I plan to start an alpha campaign in a few more days, but should I do so if I don't have conversions? Yes. And the reason why, Muhammad, I tell you that is because if you've identified the conversions, that's a whole nother area that you need to, you can work on separately. But the click-through rate, if you're getting 8 out of 31 clicks in whatever a short time span that are an exact match keyword, that's a good indication that that should be an alpha campaign. You break that out. So that's called the peel and stick method. You peel it out of that campaign, add it to an alpha campaign into a single keyword AdWord group. And now you have an exact match, which means your cost per click should go down. So in other words, if you leave it running in the beta campaign right now, even though it's been pretty much identified as an alpha keyword, then you're going to pay more for every one of those clicks while you optimize for conversions. But why not instead pull that out, peel and stick it into its own alpha campaign as an exact match keyword. And now you'll get a cheaper cost per click. So while you're working on optimizing for conversions. Okay. So that's what I recommend doing as soon as you've been able to identify. And again, like what I mentioned 2 weeks ago when I was here, because I know you asked a question similarly. Don't rush the alpha beta. Like don't rush trying to decide what your alpha keywords are. Give it a little bit of time. 8 out of 31 is not bad. I don't know how much of a time span that was, but that shows a pretty good pattern, right? That's likely going to be an alpha keyword. And so again, pull that out. And what's interesting is once you pull an alpha keyword out of a beta campaign, right, and you create the alpha keyword out of it, or the alpha campaign, excuse me, then because that's no longer going to be available in that beta campaign, the beta campaign will start to reveal other variations of keywords that you may not have seen before because the alpha, the exact match keyword was getting the clicks. So that was running through your budget. Does that make sense? So once you remove that alpha keyword from the beta campaign, you'll start to identify additional alpha keywords from that same modified broad match string, if that makes sense. Okay. Anyone else before I move on? Okay. I know I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it just says like, let's go, because it's a great topic to
keep
talking about. Yeah.